everyone, Joshua here from the Mugger, and we're back to another Toy Story 4 video. And today, I am going to be doing my review on Toy Story 4. Yes, it is finally here. I have finally seen Toy Story 4, and let me tell you, man, this has to be the best Toy Story movie in my opinion. There is a lot of sad parts in this movie, and we can definitely say, or I could definitely say, we knew that it was going to have some sad parts because of what Tim Allen and Tom Hanks did mention before about them almost not be able to finish their voice lines, right? And the movie, and the alternate ending, which before we start, this will contain spoilers. This is going to contain spoilers, so if you have not seen the movie, click off the video and watch the movie first, and then come back to this review, come back to this video once you see the movie. But without further ado, this is my review on Toy Story 4. So it starts off like, well, I was gonna say like you would expect it to, but no, it actually starts off on a mission, basically. Because you know that video that I made about the where the gang were in Andy's room, and they had to rescue the toy car. You remember? And it was raining? Well, that was actually the beginning, the opening sequence. And I thought it was a flashback or something, but it was actually the opening sequence. Which, I kind of was surprised that was actually the opening sequence. So, they go and rescue the toy car, and they almost don't have him, but they actually do it. But Andy's mom actually saw it the window with Woody down below. But once they were gone, basically Woody was gone. Yeah, Woody was gone. And basically, he actually found a box, you guys. He actually found a box. And it was actually, like getting rid of box. And this is how Bo was gone from Toy Story 4. Or from Toy Story 3. We actually know what happened to Bo. She was actually in a giveaway box. Basically. Now, that's very interesting, you guys. That is very interesting. But of course we have... It starts out sad. I mean, I wanted to cry during that because it was sad. It was sad on that moment because Woody and Bo trying to say goodbye to each other, but I definitely ship Woody and Bo a lot. Right? I definitely ship them a lot because they belong together, right? We definitely know they belong together. So the car gets the box, basically, and Andy picks up Woody. And then we get a flashback, or a montage of Andy playing with his toys, and then it comes back to, like, Toy Story 3. It shows the ending of Toy Story 3, where Andy gives Woody to Bonnie, and then it flashes back to Bonnie playing with the gang, the toys in the gang, and that was very interesting, and very awesome. And then it cuts back to all the toys in the closet, waiting for Bonnie to come home. and Dolly is taking in charge here, and Woody's trying to not take in charge, but he is, or she is taking charge, and Woody is just pasting back and forth, and then Bonnie comes home, and she starts playing cowboy, basically, and then she grabs, like, Jesse, Buzz, you know, almost everybody besides Woody. She actually leaves Woody, and she takes the badge off of Woody and puts it on Jesse. Which I wanted to cry to that as well, because that was kind of sad too. It was kind of sad too, you know? It was kind of sad. And then there is like a joke where there is a toy clock and Woody was playing with a deck of cards, and then that's the fourth time that Woody was not picked. And Woody was saying that he doesn't keep time or keep track, and then the clock said, well, I can, because he's a clock, so he could definitely keep the times that Woody was not played with, right? But you kind of feel bad for Woody, right? Because you expect Woody would have been picked, but he actually wasn't. Which I was very surprised about this. I was really surprised. And then, basically, Bonnie's dad comes in and tells Bonnie that they are going on a road trip, basically. Or, wait, no. That's later. Sorry. She is going to kindergarten. And she is kind of nervous about going to kindergarten, but her dad says that she can't take any toys to kindergarten, which Bonnie, of course, is sad about that. So Woody actually sneaks into Bonnie's backpack and goes to school with her. And Dolly was about to let Woody continue what he was saying, but she noticed that Woody was gone. So we're at Bonnie's kindergarten class, and basically they are doing crafts. But some kids come and take Bonnie's supplies. You feel so bad. You just feel so bad on this movie for the characters, right? That too, you feel bad for Bonnie, because the kids are just taking her supplies. But Woody sees that she has no supplies, so he actually goes into the trash can and gets some stuff for Bonnie to make. And then Bonnie makes Forky. Yes, Forky is born, and she has made Forky. Which, man, Forky is a very hilarious character. Can we all agree? He is a very good character. Forky was one of the funniest characters in this movie. If y'all seen it, y'all definitely agree. You know? And then, Bonnie goes into the room sad, just crying, and then Bonnie's mom and dad comes in and then tells her that they are going on a road trip, basically. And then, one of the funny moments, well, this is the moment before that scene, before they announce they're going on a road trip. Before that, too. Way before that. So, basically, I will get into that, but basically, when they get home, this is when they get back home from Bonnie's class, Woody introduces Forky to everybody. And basically, Forky is just trying to get into the trash can. Yeah, Forky is just trying to get into the trash. And it's very funny to see. You know, it's very funny to see Forky just jumping into the trash and Woody just keeping his eye on him. Oh, just keeping his eye on him, making sure nothing happens to him. And that's what he actually says. He tells everybody we gotta make... He is the most important toy to Bonnie right now. As of right now. And then they have to make sure nothing happens to Forky to make Bonnie happy. Because Forky is Bonnie's favorite toy. Our most important toy right now, basically. And then, basically, Forky is trying to escape. Which is very funny. And then Bonnie's asleep. And then they are asleep. And then Forky keeps trying to go into the trash can. He's jumping into the trash can. Woody throws him back up to Bonnie. Then trash can, then back up to Bonnie. Almost all night until Woody grabs Forky and Bonnie grabs Woody. And then in the morning, Woody realizes that Forky's gone and he's in the trash can, saying that is so toasty and warm in there, which that is disgusting. And then the parents come in and tell Bonnie they are going on a road trip, basically. And then, basically, we go on to the road trip and Bonnie is playing with her toys. And then we get a montage of Forky just every stop they go, he jumps or runs to the trash can. Yeah, he runs to the trash and Woody keeps bringing him back, which is very hilarious. Which is very hilarious if you ask me. And then Woody decides to throw the trash can outside that they used in the RV. And then it's nighttime. Bonnie's asleep with Forky, and then Woody's trying not to fall asleep. And then Buzz decides to take over, tells him that he can take over, but Woody refuses. He says he has to do this. And then Woody explains, to listen to your inner voice. And then Buzz presses one of his buttons, and then he makes a noise, which they almost made Bonnie wake up, right? That would be a close call. And then they realize that Forky's gone. And then he's outside of... He's saying that he's not a toy. He was made for soup, salad, and then maybe chili in the trash. And then he jumps right out of the RV. Thousands feet away. And basically Woody goes after Forky. And the gang is trying to stop him. But Woody goes outside of the car, they hit a bump, and then Woody loses the RV, but he tells them that they will meet him at the next stop. Woody searches for Forky, which Forky actually lands kind of safely, kind of not. And then basically Woody and Forky are walking towards the next stop, and Woody explains to Forky how important he is to Bonnie, and that he is going to create happy memories that is going to last for Bonnie's life. So basically, they are walking, and then Forky is just walking, dragging, and he's just asking if he can be carried. And then Woody refuses. And then, basically, Woody tells him that he had an owner. He tells Forky all about Andy. He says all about Andy. And then Forky realizes that he is not trash. He is Bonnie's toy, and they have to get back to Bonnie. Well, he still says that he's trash. Bonnie's trash, even though he's a toy. So they go to an antique store, basically, past an antique store, and they see where they're almost to where Bonnie is, but Woody realizes a light, which is actually Bo Peep's lamp. So they were so close to Bonnie, but Woody has to go and find Bo, his love. So they go inside the antique store and search for Bo. And then they actually get caught. They actually get caught by Benson. Yes. They actually get caught by Benson and Gabby Gabby on Gabby Gabby's and Stroll. And basically, Gabby Gabby tells Forky, are they lost? And then she realizes that Woody actually has a voice box. And then Woody explains that they're trying to find Bo. So Gabby Gabby takes Woody and Forky to get to Bo. And basically, they are saying that they need to find Bo, just talking, and then more dummies come, and yeah, the dummies are kind of creepy, and they kind of aren't too. Well, they are creepy, but not like terrifying creepy, like horror creepy. And then basically, Bo, Woody, and Forky jump out, and then the dummies chase Woody and Forky. Which, yeah, when you look at these creatures, they are kind of creepy looking, right? So they are being chased, and Woody realizes that they have captured Forky. And then Woody actually is about to get caught as well, but Bo actually comes in. Bo comes in and gets Gabby Gabby and Benson, and they manage to escape. But Forky's still locked inside of the antique store. So Woody and Bo go to well, they are at the antique store. What else hang at the antique store, basically, and Bo fighting Gabby Gabby, that is later. But Woody actually has to go back to Forky, so he gets carried by a little girl to the playground, and then he actually reunites with Bo. Yes, Bo actually comes, they are actually back together, and then Bo actually takes Woody into like a bush, and then that is how they reunite with each other. Woody and Bo finally found each other, and after many years. And basically, Bo's been said that she's been gone for 7 years. Either 7 or 9 years, she said. That is crazy. So, we actually meet Giggle McDimples, which she tries to act cold with Woody. I love Giggle McDimples. She was a really cool character. And then Woody was wondering why are they using a skunk? But, of course, it's to scare people, to actually think it's a real skunk. So, Woody tells Bo that they have to go back to the antique store to rescue Forky. But Bo refuses. But Woody finally immense Bo to actually go back to the antique store. So they go back to the antique store and try to sneak in. And then Buzz is wondering where Woody is, right? Where Woody is, and why aren't they not back? So everybody's wondering what to do, and Buzz decides, he listens to his inner voice, and he decides to jump out of the window, because that's basically everybody's thing in this movie. So, Buzz tries to go back to the highway, the inner way where Woody and Forky were last seen. So he tries to go onto some rides, but he tries to fly, but to the inner way, but he gets hit, and then he bounces and gets hit, and then he gets hit by the door, and then the owner of one of the prizes, one of the games at the carnival, hooks Buzz up. And yeah, Buzz is not doing so well. So they go back to the antique store, and they gotta carefully watch for Gabby Gabby's henchmen, right? So they go to try to rescue Forky, right? So Forky actually is with Gabby Gabby, and Gabby Gabby actually tells Forky something that was sad, you guys. That Gabby Gabby is a lost toy because she wants a kid, but her voice box is broken. Her voice box is actually broken. Yeah, and that's actually sad. And she's saying if she can find a new voice box, then a kid will take her home. And that's actually what took in place when Woody and Forky were in the stroller, you guys. She actually tells Forky and Woody that her voice box is broke, and Woody looks like the perfect person to actually fix it. And that's when they escaped. So, Gabby Gabby shows Forky basically a thing that she does, which is a tea time thing. She watches a little girl play with a tea set, and then Gabby Gabby follows along. And then basically, you just feel bad for Gabby Gabby, though. I always thought that she was a villain, but she kind of is, she kind of isn't, right? All Gabby Gabby wanted was her voice box to be fixed, right? Is to be fixed. So, Forky makes Gabby Gabby feel better. So, they start a conversation. And a funny thing, Forky's saying he known Woody his whole life, 2 days. Only 2 days, and he said his whole life, but it was 2 days. So Gabby Gabby tells Forky to wait with her until Woody comes back to rescue him. And then Buzz is trying to figure out how to get out of the carnival, or get unstuck. And then he meets Ducky and Bunny. He meets Ducky and Bunny. Kind of like on one of the teaser trailers, where he's trying trying to help. Buzz is trying to tell Bunny and Ducky to help him free, but Ducky keeps kicking Woody until Buzz actually shuts Ducky's foot into his helmet, and Buzz gets free. So Ducky and Bunny start chasing Woody. Buzz, not Woody. So Woody and Bo go to the roof because they think it's the perfect area. So they try to get past all the people, and they're wondering why the skunk is there. Or Woody's wondering why they're riding in a skunk, but like I said, it's used to scare people and think it's a real skunk. And then they get to where they need to go, and they think the best way is onto the roof. So they go onto the roof. Well, Buzz gets onto the roof because he seen Woody jump off of the roof, so he follows Woody. And then Woody tells Bo that the whole gang is back together and stuff, that they're still with Jesse, Rex, Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, Ham, Slinky, and he mentioned Buzz, and then Buzz runs up right behind him. And then Bunny and Ducky attack Buzz from behind. And then they said that they have a kid, and then Ducky and Bunny are excited because they are going to be getting a kid. So they help rescue Forky. So they go in. They sneak inside, and they split into teams, basically. Woody and Bo, and then Giggle McDimples, Buzz, and Ducky and Bunny, and we get a lot of good moments with Ducky and Bunny, because they showed three kind of ideas that are definitely not going to work, that they aren't going to use. And then Woody and Bo get caught by Benson and his army. And then Bo Peep's sheep get taken away, and Bo Peep is very upset. And then they manage to get away, and then Bo tells Woody that, tells him to be quiet, and tells Woody that they know the perfect toy to help. Perfect toy to help, and that is where we meet Duke Kaboom. So we actually go into this kind of slot, and there's a lot of lost toys which Bo has rescued. So they go to Duke. So they meet Woody and Duke Kaboom meet each other, and we meet Duke Kaboom for the first time. The Canada's greatest stuntman, basically. And then basically Bo says that they need their help, and Duke Kaboom refuses and says that his flashback, which is very funny because Bo did not want to hear his flashback or his story. He was actually on a Christmas present. His owner actually got him for Christmas and was watching the commercial of him as well. He tried to launch him to make him do a very good jump, and then he actually failed. Duke failed, and then basically Bo tells Duke Kaboom what he is, so Duke actually joins in. And then Ducky, Bunny, Giggle McDimples, and Buzz actually comes and has the key. And there is an idea that they did not think of, and that was they were just waiting there, and then the owner just left the key right beside them. And basically, the three ideas Ducky and Bunny had that, of course, would not work, like dinner, chicken dinner. I'm sorry if I pronounced that completely wrong. One of them, and then attacking the owner, and then sneaking into her house, and then attacking her as well. Those were not really good ideas, which I cracked up very hard on that. So they actually go and rescue Woody. Rescue Forky. And then Bo actually tells Woody that this was the lights, or the chandeliers, were the only thing that Bo loved of the antique store. And then she tells Woody that that's going to be a long jump for Duke and Woody. And then Woody was wondering, what, me? So yeah, Woody and Duke have to make the jump. So they make the jump, and then basically Duke Kaboom is thinking about the commercial again, and then he didn't make the jump, but Woody did. And he unlocks it, and Bo and Woody actually go inside, and they find Forky, which Forky and Gabby Gabby were doing hide and seek, which Gabby Gabby comes, and Bo attacks Gabby Gabby and Benson as well. So they try to escape. Basically, they try to escape, but they left Forky again. Yeah, they left Forky again, and yeah, it's just crazy. They just left him again, and then Bo tells Woody, or Woody's about to go back into the antique store, but Bo is telling Woody that it's over, and they barely made it out. So, Bo and Duke Kaboom and Ducky and Bunny and Giggle McDimples leave Woody, and then Woody tells Bo that he is going after Forky, because that was his job. That is his job, to make sure that nothing happens to him. So, Buzz returns to the gang, the rest of the gang, back in the RV. So, Woody goes back, and then he actually sees Gabby Gabby and Benson, which Gabby Gabby only wanted his voice box. That's all she wanted from Woody, basically. So, Woody gets unconscious, and then when he wakes up, the string for his voice box is gone, and Gabby Gabby's voice box is fixed. Is actually fixed, and now somebody will start loving her again. And they actually get back to Forky, basically. They get back to Forky. That is really good. And then Bo goes underneath the carousel. And then they were saying, Bo and the rest of the gang were going, like Ducky, Bunny, Duke Kaboom, and Giggle McDimples, went under a carousel, waiting until the carnival leaves. And then Bo says that, Bo decides to go back and help Woody. So they go back to Woody and help him out. And, basically, so Woody finds Bonnie's backpack. But before that, actually, Bonnie and her family are about to leave, and the gang is trying to figure out how to make them not leave. So Jesse gets a screw and flattens the tire, basically, of the RV to make them stay a little bit longer. To have them have a chance to actually, for them to come back. So, Gabby comes and, or Forky, basically, Bonnie's backpack is right there, because they realized that Bonnie's backpack is gone, right? Because they left Bonnie's backpack. So Woody's about to leave because Bonnie's go back to the antique store. And then, basically, well, first, Gabby actually, sees the girl that she's been hoping that the owner would take in. The little girl would take Gabby. So Forky tells Woody that it's going to happen. And then the little girl picks up Gabby, then just throws her. Just throws her into the box. And I just felt awful for Gabby because, man, Gabby is fixed, right? She's fixed. So, basically, Bonnie leaves, and then, because they're about to go into her backpack, but Bonnie leaves with her backpack, and then Woody tells Forky to tell the gang to meet him at the carousel. To meet them at the carousel, the gang at the carousel, and then Woody goes back to talk with Gabby, and then he tells Gabby to come with the gang, to come with him, and then Bo comes back and tells Woody that she was wrong to leave Woody, that she shouldn't have done that. So Gabby joins the gang, and they start to leave. So they go back into the skunk, and basically the stroller that Gabby was in, the people thought that there was a baby inside of there, but it was one of the Benson's minions that was actually in there. So they're going back to the carousel, but they fixed the tire, and they're going back. You guys, they are going back. So, Buzz and the gang, or Buzz, Giggle McDimples, wait, no, Giggle McDimples, Duke Kaboom, and then Woody, Bo, and Gabby go on to the Ferris wheel and tell Duke Kaboom that their only shot to get to the RV is to actually make the jump. And Duke Kaboom does it with his eyes closed and makes it first try. So the gang acts like tells the coordinates of Bonnie's family where they need to go. So like the GPS, they're acting like the GPS, and they go back to the carnival, and then they're almost there, and then Gabby actually sees this little girl that is lost, and then Gabby decides that that's her owner, but she's nervous, and then Woody, Forky, Duke Kaboom, Giggle McDimples, Ducky, and Bonnie decide to help her out. And then the little girl sees Gabby and then takes Gabby home with her. which again, that wanted to make me cry because it was so sweet. It was so sweet, you guys. It was so sweet. So Gabby Gabby actually has an owner, a new owner. The little girl finds a policeman, and then they help her find her parents. Gabby Gabby says bye to the gang because she's found her owner. And then Woody and the gang actually make it back to the RV. Back to Buzz. But Woody actually turns back and tries to tell Bo farewell. Bo hugs Woody, and then Woody hugs her back. And then this is where it's sad. This is the alternate ending. So, right quick. This is the alternate ending. The ending will contain spoilers as well, just in case. And the alternate ending actually made me cry when I first saw this. So Woody says farewell says bye to Bo. Woody tells Buzz that he just couldn't. Buzz says, don't worry, Bonnie will be okay. Or she'll be okay. Then he said, Bonnie will be okay. And then Buzz says, listen to your inner voice. Then Woody runs back to Bo, and Bo and Woody are back together again. The rest of the gang comes, and oh man, I hope I can get through this without crying, because, man, when I saw this, man, it made me cry. It made me cry. And this is the alternate ending that Tom Hanks and Tim Allen were saying that the Almos could not finish their voice lines or the end of the movie. You know, because remember, because they said that the Tom Hanks and Tim Allen couldn't even look at each other because it was so sad and emotional. And they almost couldn't finish the movie, the ending. So, but Bo says farewell to the rest of the gang, and then Woody gives Jesse his badge that he had. Yes, Woody gives his badge to Jesse, which that is the most sweetest thing I've ever seen. Woody and Buzz actually say goodbye was the most saddest thing I ever seen, you guys. But a real good ending, you guys. A real good ending. And then Forky comes, and then Woody tells Forky farewell. But they realize that Forky was supposed to be watching the van. So the van starts coming. And then, basically, Woody stays behind and doesn't go with the rest of the gang. Yes. He stays back at the carnival with Bo. And basically, the rest of the gang go back to Bonnie. Bonnie looks back and finds Forky and the gang besides Woody. Woody is the only person who's not there because he leaves Bonnie. And then the gang, Rex says, so Woody's a lost toy, but he really isn't, right? Woody's not a lost toy. He's just out on adventures with his love, Bo. So they look back and say farewell to Woody, which is the most saddest thing I have ever seen. And I definitely see now how this made Tom Hanks and Tim Allen almost did not want to finish their lines. So Buzz says to infinity, and then Woody says and beyond. And then Bo and Woody go into the carnival on their adventure. Man, this is starting to make me cry again. Wanting to cry again. Just talking about this. So Woody and Bo are together forever. are back together and forever, the couple that they are meant to be. And basically, it ends just like that. And the movie ends with that. Okay, right quick, can I just say about how you can definitely you can definitely understand what about Tim Allen and Tom Hanks about the alternate ending of how they almost could not get through the ending. And I definitely see. And basically it made me cry too. Basically, if you have not seen this movie, chances though you are going to cry in this on the ending. Which I tried not to, but it was so emotional and so sweet. What a great ending to the Toy Story franchise it is. You guys. This movie is the best Toy Story movie in my opinion. Out of the four, Toy Story 4 is the best. I thought Toy Story 3's ending was very sad, but this one very emotional. But this one definitely did it. This ending definitely was the best ending to end the Toy Story franchise, right? To end the Toy Story adventure of Woody and the gang. And if this is the final Toy Story movie, if this was the final Toy Story movie, I am happy of how it ended. I am happy of how it ended. Woody and Bo, that I know they are great together, are finally together forever in the carnival while Buzz and the rest of the gang go back with Bonnie. So, and it's okay if y'all cry in this, because, hey, we all cry during movies, right? On sad parts. Can we all agree? Like, I cried on Inside Out, because, hands down, it was sad, you know? I cried when I saw that. I cried on different other movies as well. But Toy Story 4 was sad, but it was very happy. Made you feel very happy for the ending of Toy Story 4. And basically, you're happy for Gabby because she is with a new owner. She is not in the antique store anymore. Woody and Bo are together forever in the carnival on the adventure. Woody decides to leave the gang, his friends, and be with his love forever. Which that is so good, you guys. I love how Pixar decided to do the ending for this. Because, like I said, if this was the last Toy Story movie, I am glad of how it ended. Toy Story 4 ended, and the Toy Story movies in general, ended on a perfect ending. And who knows? Maybe in the future there could be another, but as of right now, Toy Story 4 ends the Toy Story series movies perfectly. It ends Toy Story the movies perfectly. And I am so glad of how it ended. But it is not over as well, because there's kind of like an after credit scene, or a kind of other scene after this one, but it is with Jessie coming back from first grade, basically. First grade, and she has brought back a new friend that Bonnie has made called Knifey, I believe. And it is a knife, and basically, Forky explains to the new toy that he will explain everything, because he learned a lot from Woody that he will never forget. And basically, that's how it ends as well, with a new toy coming into the gang as well. So you guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I do hope you all enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, ring the bell so you can the videos to play on my channel. And guys, tell me in the comment section down below and tell me, what did you think about this episode, or this review, you guys? What did y'all think about this review on Toy Story 4, you guys? Like I said, Toy Story 4 is the best movie, and probably the best way to end the Toy Story series, right? The Toy Story movie franchise on the ending. And let me know, also, have y'all seen Toy Story 4? Definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.